Alright. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Rate My StarCraft, where Average Joe sent me in their proudest moments for me to usually be unimpressed by. Let's be real, I'm usually not too impressed. I mean, I'm impressed by the circus. It's often a clown fiesta watching these guys play, but let's get straight into this one. It was sent in by Correct. Okay, dear Pig, I submit thee here. Scrappy minds and scrappy eyes. Toss I am. Enjoy. From Correct the Tosser. Scrappy minds and scrappy eyes. Okay, toss. Okay, that's it. It doesn't really give us too much info about exactly what's going on. But we'll give it a shot, won't we? Alright, so he's Protoss in the bottom right. This is Correct. I'm not sure what level this is. Don't really care. Don't really care. We can bring up the APM tab. You guys can guess. It's probably Gold League, I guess, with these APMs, maybe. Who knows? It's early game. Not that much to be happening. Down here on the left-hand side, his opponent in the Terran, it is E. And that SCV, oh my god. There was a technical error on his work order. They said go to that coordinate, not this one. And rather than using his own brain to think about what was maybe intended, he's going to literally stand behind the equivalent of the school gym. Oh, finally a teacher comes and shouts at him and tells him to start actually doing some work and get to class. And he does do it. But nice to see him skiving off a little bit there. So it's going to be a one base opening from E over here, going for a quick reactor and a factory. Correct coming in and does see the factory and that reactor. Meanwhile, a gateway and a cybercore to block Reapers jumping into the main base. 2 gases up nice and early into the Nexus. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna say this is the best build order. The old get double gas and then just go for an expansion rather than using that gas for quick tech. But you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. We're gonna build a proxy pylon as well. Oh, okay. Correct. Interesting. Still just building probes though, which is okay. The orbital command finally got remembered by E, so he's going to be dropping some mules as well. Now that's interesting. Wait, what is this? What is this barracks doing? The fuck? He lifts off to get his factory on the reactor and is building an armory. So he's literally just building mech units. He's like, I don't need my barracks anymore. It is relegated to scouting duty. And he has just told that to patrol. I'm not kidding, guys. That's the blue line tells us that's a patrol. This barracks is going to patrol from there to there to there to there and then back again. Why? I mean, I get leaving it to see something coming in, but it's not exactly. This is like the slowest. They're like, we're going to patrol this area of the front once every 3 months. Just to hope we spot an attack on the one day every 3 months we pass through. It's like, okay. Tanks to Widow Mines on the way. Meanwhile, the Nexus is up. We've got a gas on the way, a Robo. Did I see a Stargate? And a Stargate. Okay, so Correct here is going to go the classic Stargate Robotech. Now, this is really, really super pro and good if you feel like doing random things and playing, you know, it was just doing some oddball stuff. Why not? I guess this could work. Drilling clauses on the way, and it's like, what the hell? Is this just, it's one base mass Widow Mine. The barracks is about to hit the end of its first patrol route. And it starts heading back. Oh my. What is this? Wait, what the fuck? Guys, the sentries are on a patrol path as well. They're told to patrol to the other side of the map. Does this player just patrol instead of attack move? Or do they think this is Age of Empires? I think we have an Age of Empires player. Okay, he's gonna scan ahead and run in. The Stalkers are in the wall, so the Widowites have to burrow to kill the Stalkers. Oh, Correct! With some pro gamer micro, runs back, and now he's like, ah, shit, these Stalkers aren't fighting! What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, you're getting cornered. You gotta just send a probe to take one for the team, mate. Okay, the rallying probe takes one for the team. There's an Immortal coming out. Meanwhile, the Oracle has floated. It is not turned on its laser beams. Stalkers. Oh, there's an Observer out. There's an Observer out. Is that the Eye? Scrappy Mines, Scrappy Eyes. That's a Scrappy Eye, I guess. But those 2 Widow Mines are going to fire in a sec. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So many probes. Okay, 11 probes have gone down, which is not the end of the world, to be honest. But Observer and these units need to clear these Widow Mines. I mean, this is a 1-base tank Widow Mine rally from E. The Oracle finally gets remembered and Correct says, yeah, let's go. Laser beams, dickhead. He's going to turn on his Oracle and actually, oh my God. Oh my God. Wait. Is the Widow Mine going to defend this? Oh my God, it is. 6 SCVs before getting killed. Not too bad. The siege tech goes down here to the Immortal Stalker, break it out of the base. And tank's just gonna keep rallying out into the middle. A command center starts up for E, who's still building tanks and Widow Mines. Are we for real right now? You got, mate, go home. You've got no business being on that side of the map. Protoss is a way better army than you. Correct is building more oracles. He's like, well, the first one did good. Let's do more of that good. Oh my God. Oh, the scared. The observer goes down. The tank siege is like basically in range of the Stalkers and Immortals, but the observer did go down, so he's going to need to build more of those. Tanks and Widow Mines are still rallying across the map. What is? They're not rallying across the map. He doesn't know how to set rally points on his production. Each time a unit pops out, he's grabbing it and sending it across. Wait, no. Okay, now he sent rally point. Okay, he just set a rally point for all of his production out here to the middle of the map. And he is just going to keep rallying Widow Mines and tanks and just doing this, like, kind of siege game. All right. Gets Stalker. Doesn't quite kill the other one. Meanwhile, what do we got? Factory, gateways, Blink is on the way. And Blink Stalker Immortals should be more than a match for this, but is he going to scan? He scans, he's going to kill the Observer again. Correct could just walk through and kill all the tanks and mines. But the thing is, this is the thing. So E here has tacked onto a very simple yet effective strategic point, which is in the lower leagues, people don't really know how to deal with invisible units. And in this case, Correct does. Gets the Observers, but just kind of A moves over them, relying on their invisibility. Every time E scans, kills the Observer, and Correct is too afraid to then just continue pushing through and killing the rally point. The Observer just died again without the scan even going off. Oh my God, 100% Correct doesn't use control groups. What? Correct has 2 control groups and keeps just running the Observers in. Oh my God. So this is where normally what you do is you tell the Observer to follow an Immortal or something like that. You don't actually put it on your control group. Meanwhile, oh my God, a 6 Zealot counterattack and an Oracle once again flies into the main. Is this the second? Yeah, this is the second Oracle, but it still doesn't turn on its laser beam. There is a Widow Mine there. Watch him fly right into it. Oh my God. This is Pigstarcraft, and he's building cannons in his natural. Oh my God, he's so easily. Now that he's on this ramp, he's not going to be able to get out. He could have rolled over this so easily. The 6 slow Zealot counterattack comes in on the natural at the same time. He's going to start trying to breach the wall. Oh, this is Pigstarcraft right here. Okay, SCVs are going to pull, but does he know how to repair both sides at once? Let's see. Whoa, Pigstarcraft repairing both sides of the wall at once. The tank and the Widow Mines will do pretty well. SCV still taking damage there. On the low ground, though, those Zealots doing a lot to try and pull some damage to the other side of the map. Not a bad move from Correct, who, at the moment, is still making Blink Stalkers. Zealots would probably be best for just charge on it. Each one of them takes a Widow Mine, and then whatever's left is able to clear it out. Tank Widow Mine up on 1 base for now for the Terran. 17 workers only up against 39 for Protoss. So Protoss can just spend their money. I can't imagine, even walking down this ramp into Tank Widow Mine, I can't imagine there's a way you could lose this game. But I say that, and then I remember what we've seen so far in this game, and I'm going to correct that with there's absolutely a way you could find a way to lose this game, because it's like, what? oh, he's going to try and break down now. The Observer didn't just headbutt this time, but he's not in range. The Observer doesn't see those other Widow Mines, and he loses all of his tanks and Stalkers, and he's still making Stalkers and Oracles. Oh, this is not the unit set, mate. Wait, the Widow Mines are running into cannons. Okay, that's a really bad move for the Terran. The Terran has such a good contain. Pull your Widow Mines back from the cannons, mate. Pull your Widow Mines back from the cannons, bro. Oh my God, he's lost almost all of his Widow Mines there, which was the big unit that was recycling, getting so much damage. So what's he got at home? Nothing in production. Surprisingly, E has control groups. Barracks and factories on a control group, and the command centers. Wow. Widow Mine's gonna kill yet another Observer. Oh man, these Oracles have got to be used for detection, I think, as well. There's still a ton of gateways, and there's only 2 tanks here, so it looks like the slow zealot flank is going to be the counter. Ah, you fucking dickheads out there. You, oh my god, you could have got on top and then you would have killed it, but he panics and pulls back. Oh my god, people are so bad at judging fights for siege tanks. It's amazing. Correct is going to go on in here. Okay, come on, get him. Get him, Correct. Slow zealots. These zealots do not have shoes. They don't have their Air Jordans. The tanks are trying to get in their base, but they're too fat. They can't fit through that entrance. The battery overcharge comes down, and the tanks are now going to try and escape. But no, they change their mind and turn around. No, wait, yes, no, yes, 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 no, yes, no. The tank is being microed here. He's going to siege it up. Is he? Siege it up. No. Ah! Oh my god, he's scared, but it didn't focus on the observer that time, and the slow zealots are finally going to clear this out. Oh my god. Meanwhile, at round 2 of slow zealot counterattack into a wall-off of Widowmine tank. Now this is peak StarCraft, guys. Correct is frozen up. E is frozen up. Basically, E is stuck on just 1 base Widowmine tank production, right? But Correct is kind of freaking out as well. He's now telling his zealots to do a rave party outside the base. They're like, yeah, just bro, fucking, yeah, having a bit of a dance. The Widowmines are going to come down and say, hey, dickheads. And every single zealot disappears into some fireworks. Correct going to go for a hidden base at the top right as well. I mean, how do we rate this game so far? I think what I really like is that Correct could have just A-moved the first couple tanks Widowmines and then, like, pushed across the map and been fine. But instead pulled back into the base and let the opponent siege their base repeatedly, which is the only time siege units are good, is when you let them just walk over and siege up in your base. It's the only time siege units, it's not the only time they're good, but it's when they're best, that's for sure. It's struggling with the observer. I also love that there was like mass cannon in the main. It's like, I'm getting sieged in the front. I need 4 cannons in my main base and 3 shield batteries against the Widowmines. Hey, that was a blink dodge on the Widowmines. All right. As much as I'm shitting on Correct right now, that was pretty cool. I mean, in amidst the absolute lack of understanding of how to deal with this scenario, there's a few cool moves. Oh, the observer, can we keep it alive this time? Oh, pulls it back away. Oh my god, Correct. I'm so proud of you, buddy. And he's finally making charge. Charge would make the situation so much easier. Just roll over the top of it. But it's just observers, stalkers, a zealot right now. There's a Colossus on the way, which is not bad for clearing Widowmines. Can outrange them even without the range upgrade. And you can tell that E has a really big, deep strategic depth, and that builds literally Widowmines and tanks, and that's all. This is my kind of Terran player. I was like, I make Widowmines and tanks. Sometimes I make an expansion, but I don't really use it. I just make more Widowmines, and yeah. Oh my god, he's going to try and shove the Widowmines in again. I really think... Oh, the Blinky dodge was pretty sick, but all the observers went down again. All the observers went down one more time. The stalkers haven't cooled down. Another stalker dies. A panic blink doesn't even dodge anything. You need observers, mate. Oh my god, the Colossus is there. Colossus could do huge damage to these Widowmines, but he's so afraid he's running it away. Then he blinks forward. What's he doing? Why is the Colossus not fighting? He gets an observer out and it dies immediately. That's the fucking 7th observer. 7 observers and 3 oracles have died. And he Correct once again finds himself with no detection. Whenever they're burrowed, he can't hit them. Oh my god, just fucking build some units and A-move, clear the tank and push across the map. It's so simple. It's so simple. What? This is, oh my god, it's so funny because I know this is exactly the sort of game. This is the game I visualize anytime someone comes in my Twitch chat and is like, Pig, how do I beat tanks and Widowmines? They're overpowered. And I'm like, oh, you just fucking... Don't let them siege up in a choke point and continually hold that position until you're like, go with all your units, go now. Build an aura. He doesn't have any detection. He kills the tanks. Run past. You've set off almost all the Widowmines. Go past. Intercept the rally. Go hit his base. Don't let him just keep controlling you with this choke point. Correct answer, though, is, well, I just rebuilt my robo and I'm making 1 observer. Meanwhile, cannons all over this base at the top. He's still mining so much more than E, but he's so frozen up and proud. He goes, oh, man, this is so fucking nerve-wracking right now. This fucking Widowmines. He's got an observer. Get the observer out of there, bro. Not again. Wait. The observer got out. Okay, he pulled the observer back. Now bring it back. Put it on a control group or something. Put it on a second group so you can micro. The Observer, there's two modes that Correct uses the Observer in. It's flying into the Widow Mines and dying instantly, or going too far back to the point where it's not actually detecting anymore. Finally, Correct is going to regain control of outside the base in the least efficient manner possible. I think what we're seeing in Clinic in, the Terran has literally no macro. All he's doing is like, oh, I'm on 22 SCVs for like 20 minutes straight. I just build Widow Mines and tanks and hope my opponent doesn't know how to deal with it, right? Like the Terran is just doing Widow Mine tank sieges. That's all. And Correct is doing a clinic on how not to deal with it. Like, I've never seen someone be this inefficient with Protoss units versus Terran. That's crazy. It's like, okay, you've got a squad of units. You've got a fourth base now. What are we going to do with it? One Colossus. There's some Zealots making as well. Okay, all right. I mean, you've got 12 gateways. You've got cannons on every single base. You've got like a billion things compared to your opponent. Okay, I think Correct is finally going to figure out how to break through. Wait, there's a missile turret there, though. Oh, he's going to use the pervert mode. I like that. I accidentally, during an official broadcast last night, may have called it that. The pervert mode on the... What's it actually called? Observer mode. I don't know what it's called when it's in this mode because it doesn't show me on the tooltip. Okay, he set up the Widow Mines. Correct's gonna go for it. Correct's gonna go for it. Yeah, yeah. He's like, it's time. The guy who's been on 20 workers versus my 40 to 50 the entire game with half of my resources. I may finally be able to defeat him, but only through the power of sheer willpower, skill, and execution. E is like, I'll pull back to my main, and you know what? Maybe it's time to switch it up. I'm gonna go 2 Starport Liberator off 20 workers. He literally doesn't even have a full base of mining workers, even before this natural was taken out. And is like, yeah, let's get 2 Starports so I can afford that. Get some Liberators. To be fair, I reckon so many people get so frozen up in panic against the Widow Mine tanks, which Correct kind of did, right? It's just, he had enough stuff that he was able to barely weather it. It's kind of worked out, and I mean the ability to take down the... Oh, the Observer just flew in again. You're kidding me! What is wrong with your Observer, Micro Correct? Oh, he does a dodgy with the Blink Stalkers. That's pretty... I'll pay that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. This is kind of amazing though, because what we're seeing, right, is 2 different skill set of players. Correct here is trying to play a correct game of StarCraft, right? I make 8 gateways, and I make Blink, and I'll make some macro structures, and then we have, you know, E on the other hand is like, I'm gonna fucking attack you and never look back at my base and just keep burrowing Widow Mines and tanks and go scan, kill, Observer. You know, like the funny thing is, it's Correct who's the one who encounters the kind of odd situation and kind of goes and panicked so hard and like wasn't able to deal with the Widow Mines for so long despite having so much more stuff. Finally manages to deal with it, but like it was dealing with it from a position of such superiority. It's like I managed to beat the guy who weighed 1/3 of my body weight because and has like this muscular atrophy or something. You know, it's like, oh wow, that's a very impressive fight that you just But you got to say, StarCraft, it's about the smorgasbord of skills. It's not just about 1 skill or 2 skills, right? I love this Colossus bow. He's going to recall it. And you can argue Correct had the wider skill set because there was some cool fancy moves. Dodging with the Blink. The Pylon set up earlier with the Zealot run-bys, which is actually what kind of cut out the economy growth from E behind it and distracted E from the push. And those Zealots eventually came in as a flank as well. Correct also had way better macro, took way more workers, kept, you know, took a secret 3rd and then a 4th while being contained. This was like a lot of good things. It's just that the understanding of how to deal with the mine siege tank and the subsequent kind of going, and I think that the deep skill, which was most impressive of Correct, which I think is why I'm shitting on him so much though, it was the Observer usage, right? Because the Observer usage wasn't just like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this. It was like, it seemed like Correct was a specialist in throwing Observers into Widow Mines, right? It was like, okay, my opponent keeps doing this one move. He's scanning, killing the Observers. And Correct's like, I will fly my Observers into that. By the way, you can see this player E, like I said, E likes to use siege units. Widow Mines, tanks, Liberators. These are the 3 units, which I bet E never uses anything other than those. Every single game. And even now, with no economy, nothing going on at home, is like, oh, look at this. Correct's here with like 20 Blink Stalkers is like, oh, can I handle it? You can handle it. You won this game like 5 minutes ago. You won this game a long time ago, mate. Did he though? Did he? What is he doing? Okay, this is fantastic. He's like, I like burrowing and also unburrowing units. It's what I play StarCraft for. You can leave now. Doesn't even GG. He's like, nah, this is a bad game. You cheesed me, bro. You made more than 20 workers. GG, well played. I'm gonna rate that, guys. Maybe not super clean. I'm thinking I'm gonna rate this game somewhere like not quite like you've been up all night drinking and eating kebabs, but let's say you did sneak in a cheeky Macca's meal and you got a thick shake for the drink as well, you know, maybe a sneaky cheeseburger and fries. So I'm thinking about that level of sloppiness, if you know what I'm saying. Thanks for submitting correct and, you know, submitting yourself to be laughed at because you did some great things, but overall you sucked. GG, that was good. It was good. I love the blink dodges on the Widow Mines were really cool to see such exceptional usage of that combined with the terrible observer usage. It was a nice combo. Great comedy. Thank you very much for the love, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye and good night.